guys, to your end of the month reading for June. This is going straight into July. Sorry this is late. I did have a death in the family, so I am kind of picking up the broken pieces over here and trying to move forward as fast as possible before the end of the month. Okay, so okay guys, welcome back all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome. Okay, if you like this, please like and subscribe. Okay friends, let's see what's going on here. Okay, this is the energy of what you are thinking and feeling for the end of the month, going straight into the beginning of July. Aries, Taurus. Aries, Taurus. Okay, guys, so you got a Tower card. Something shocking is going to happen. Maybe somebody bailed out on you, or you decided to bail out on them. Okay, let's get an oracle card. I also believe Gemini also had a Tower, if I remember right. I think it was Gemini. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, they also had a Tower, so it could be resonating on them as well. So you might want to watch that if you're dealing with a Gemini. Had a few signs with it, so but I do know Gemini had one. Okay, resonate on the Tower, please. Patience. So there's going to have to be patience within this. So the overall card for the whole reading and clarifying on the Tower is patience. Okay, and then you're see in the present. Let's see what's going on in the present. Oh, there's my cards. Oh, okay. It's choose wisely and mental conflict. In the near past, it was patience and planning and authority. In the near future, it is truth and solitude. Okay, going into solitude over here, going into straight hermit mode. That is the same as the hermit card. So going to go inside, reflect, and do some thinking. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. And we're going to start with the past, with the near past, to figure out what's going on. You had the patience and planning with the authority. The authority card is the same as the Emperor card, so that is a Taurus Aries card. So taking on some Aries energy over there in the past. Being a boss, maybe you are a boss. Maybe this had to do with work. I am feeling work in this. I'm also thinking like partnership within a work area. You had the patience and the planning with the good news. Good news was going. You had patience. You were planning. Everything was going great. You had great news coming in. It was kind of slow moving. I do feel this was business for a lot of you. If you had some kind of business partnership going on, everything seemed to be going great. It's just that the patience was, you were patiently waiting for things to start moving because things were moving a little slow. But as you're planning and doing things, great news was happening. Great things were taking place. It's just that, you know, they were just moving a little slow for the way you wanted it to be. With the Ace of Wands over here, it looked like everything was going the way it was supposed to go. It looked like you were getting things back on track. You were starting to make the money you were supposed to be making. Maybe your business just opened and you were making back the money that you had lost during the time that we were all isolated at home. So your business is doing great. Yeah, it's a little slow, but you know, it's fine. You know, it was fine. The good news might have been that you got to open back up, right? But you felt that, you know, you had the inspiration to keep going and that things were going to get better. So there was this huge inspiration. It's like, yeah, people are coming in a little slow, but man, we're making some money over here. We're doing pretty good. Okay, if this was relationship, someone was holding out that olive branch to you. You know, this is an olive branch. They were holding out their love to you, and Maybe there was something going on where you guys had to forgive. I forgive you. We had a reconciliation. Everything's going fine. Yes, the relationship is moving a little slow. Maybe they actually came back to you to apologize. But the good news is, you know, I've been thinking about this, and I want you to forgive me. And you accepted their apology. And it might not even be love. It could be a friendship. Things going on in here. Okay, and maybe it was even a business partner, you know, telling you, hey, you know what, can you forgive me for doing this, this, and the other, right? Okay, so you have the authority over here, and you're being a boss, right? You're taking the action, you're being the boss, you're being mature about the situation, whatever situation is at hand, you're being mature about the situation. Three of Cups, you're working well together. There's a collaboration. You're happy. Everything's glory, right? Three of Wands, you're looking out on the new horizons. Like I said, if this is a business, this could be your, you know, your clientele coming back, and they're very happy where they are in your, you know, in your workplace. This could even be your co-workers or people who work under you. However, otherwise it could just be, like I said, you and your friends or your girlfriend. However, take it how it resonates, you guys, okay? Because there's a lot of stories going on here in my head. I'm hearing so much. I'm hearing it could be this, it could be that. It's like, okay. So I'm just going to try to stick to one story that I'm hearing, okay? So you're being the boss man, the boss woman, okay? You are looking out on the horizons, and I believe this is where the patience and planning is really coming through. You're thinking about all these other things that could be going on. Like, wow, look, I could do this, I could do that. We're going to be so successful. We're going to be great, right? And messages start coming through with the Eight of Wands. Bam, Ace of Pentacles upside down. What? Wait a minute, I just said we're going to be successful. I just said we're going to have this and that. Then you get this message coming in. What in the world? Then you get this message coming in that's telling you Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, everything stalled. You weren't moving fast enough. And you're going, wait, I was patiently planning. I had all these wonderful ideas. And you're telling me now it's stalled? Nothing's happening? You're telling me my luck ran out? What do you mean my luck ran out? Yeah, usually the Ace of Pentacles is something that, you know, you're settling for something. But I don't believe in this scenario that you were settling for something. I think whoever you're dealing with was settling with something. Because you're like, no, I deserved better. I was going after being better. I was being, you know, going after the world. I was patiently planning everything. You settled. You settled for less. You did whatever you were doing. You were untrusting. Something untrusting happened here. They did something that stalled the luck, that stalled the relationship, that stalled the job, stalled the money coming in. What did they do? What did they do? Whatever they did, they caused a tower to happen. You were moving forward so beautifully. Check as it resonates, because it could be vice versa too. It could be the cross watcher as well. Okay. Excuse me. So for you, cross watcher, you could say, no, that wasn't me that did that. That was Aries that did that. So it could be a possibility. Okay. So you're choosing wisely over here, and you still have patience. It's almost like you're like, yeah, okay, we're going to have a bailout. There was shocking calamity. It was shocking. Oh, no, it was shocking. When that Ace of Pentacles popped up, it shocked me. It was, it shocked me. So I know it shocked you. But you're patiently, you know, I just have this patience over here where I just thinking, you know what, you're like, you know what, we may have bailed out, and this may have happened, and this calamity could have happened, but you know what, I'm not going to let that stall me. I don't know. I just feel like you're, you know what, Aries, You're going to take on that Aries sign, you guys, that Taurus, Aries. You know, that's a very strong sign. I'm a Taurus, and I could just imagine if I had Aries in my chart, oh my God, my husband would be like, no. I don't have Aries in my chart, but I could only imagine. I mean, because literally Aries, Taurus, I mean, this is you, no matter what. You are the Emperor. That's a Taurus Aries card. So I just don't see you saying, you know what, this is going to happen this way. I see you fighting. There's too many horns, too many hooves, too much stubbornness. I don't see it happening. And that's why you're saying patiently, you know what, it can fall. Let it fall. Good written. You know what, let it fall. But you know what, I'll patiently replan that. I'll pick that back up. I'm going to rebuild that. Because you know what, I think what's going to end up happening is you're going to become even more inspired in the end after you get out of the mental conflict. Because this mental conflict sitting here is telling me, yeah, it's going to put you in mental conflict through your patiently planning. But then when you know the truth and you go into solitude mode, you're going to pick up the broken pieces, and this is going to end up more inspiration in the end, because it's going to fiery heat you up, right? You're going to get that earth and that fire together, and you're going to build a bigger tower, one that's stronger, one that's actually meant for an emperor, not just some king, but an emperor. So I don't know, I just feel that. I just feel that, like, yeah, okay, let it burn, let it go. I don't care. I'll fix it again. And I also feel like, you know what, and when I do fix it, you ain't coming back. Maybe somebody left you holding, you know, all the broken pieces. Maybe they bailed out and left you holding all the broken pieces, all the debt, all of this, all of that. And you're just like, I don't care. I'm going to fix that. Because I feel that stubbornness, and I feel that enthusiasm, but I don't, you know, but like I said, I feel it more like in the near future, because over here you're still in shock in the past, and then you're kind of like in mental conflict with, God, I can't believe that they did that, or I can't believe that happened. And then over here I just feel this like, oh, watch this. That empowerment is going to come in. And it's not aggression. This is not an aggressive reading. It's not aggressive. It's empowerment. There's a difference between aggressiveness and empowerment. And this is just going to empower you. So you're choosing wisely over here. Yeah, you've seen this. You've seen this. Somebody was deceiving you. I don't know. Did somebody... I don't know, it's like, did somebody steal money at work away from your job? Did somebody scare customers off? However it is, they were wearing a false mask, and they proved to you that, you know, I forgave you. And then you turned around and did this, and they deceived you. They were wearing a false mask the whole time, and you've already forgiven them. You've already done all the work, you know, you were rebuilding beautiful, and they just turned around and took your sword away. And not only did they take your sword away from you, they stabbed you with it. They stabbed you in the back with your own sword. Oh, okay, but then they're going to come back and they're going to ask for apologies. Well, I didn't really expect it to be a tower moment. I didn't expect it to fall to the ground. I didn't expect it to be bad luck. I was just doing what I thought was necessary at the time, your Knight of Cups says. Tell you something, Knight of Cups. You're absolutely wrong. Give me a second chance. No. Gosh, no. Please, God, no, right? You're going in your head in mental conflict. You're like, now you want second chances again? Oh, I already gave you a second chance once before. We've already reconciled in the past. We've already had your second chance, and now you want me to take you back? I think in your mental conflict, you're going, you know what? You're nothing but a fool, and I am not taking you back. I am going to become the Nine of Pentacles. I am a luxurious person who is going to have all the things that I want, because I'm mentally thinking inside my head about how I'm going to pick up the broken pieces and become prosperous after you destroyed the tower. You shook me and then you want to come back and ask me questions? You stole, I'm telling you, they stole from you. They stole from you. That might not be from everybody. I mean, maybe they just stole your heart, but I don't care how you see it. They stole from you. They stole from you when they stole your sword. They stole your sword, they stabbed you in the back with it, and then they took more swords, right? Or actually, they already took more swords. And then they turned around and stabbed you with it. But however, I'm telling you, they stole from you. You know, I don't care if it's they stole your integrity, they stole your heart, they stole your mind, they stole your money. I'm telling you, in some cases, this is a business situation and they stole from the business. And now you're going to become emperor again. You're going to get out of your mental conflict. You're in your mental conflict, but you still know you're the emperor. You still know you're the emperor. You're like, I'm going to be mature about this and I'm going to figure this out. And for others of you who are in love, I'm going to tell you this right now. They were your queen, the empress, and you were the emperor, and they stole your heart. And you cannot believe that because it's a soulmate connection. And you just cannot believe they did that. For others of you, this is just that you see you're nurturing yourself while in mental conflict. You know that they stole from you, and you're trying to get back into your controlling, mature boss mode. The truth is, the fighting and the battling that you have to do to get back to where you need to be, you're going to have to think very wisely as the high priestess and really get in there and really start taking on new ideas, creative modes to get yourself back, to build that tower back. You're going to, like I said, it's going to bring inspiration, and the inspiration is shown here as the high priestess, getting back that creative, that inspiration to do the things you need to do to get yourself back on top. With the Six of Swords, moving towards the truth, the better things to better yourself. For others of you within a relationship, keeping the faith and moving towards a better relationship of love and understanding that this person was not the person for you and you just cannot believe that, but having the faith and knowing that you can build a better relationship. For those of you with the job, it's having the faith and moving towards rebuilding a better foundation and a better business. Rebuilding it, maybe finding better co-workers or doing something, right? Yeah, definitely rebuilding with the Queen of Pentacles over here, knowing your prosperities. You might even have to use some saved money to rebuild. If this is a business, you're going to have to use your saved money because you're going to have to nurture your business that just toppled to rebuild it. But you are reflecting on the areas that you are going to do. You might even be hiring a new employee or looking at somebody else. It could be a nurturing friend to come in to take this other person's job, area or job at the time, because they seem a little more trustworthy and loyal. King of Wands, it could be an earth sign, another Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo to come in and step in. I do have Taurus here twice. And also could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries to come in and take this other person's place. Okay, and because they seem they're very trustworthy, very loyal friend or person, and it looks to me like they're going to come in and take this over. If it's a love relationship, you might be in the near future having and starting a new love relationship and moving towards another earth sign or a fire sign, someone who is loyal and trustworthy, someone who's been listening to you, who's, you know, you work very well with, or maybe you already work with them. Take it how it resonates. But the cycles are getting better, and you're going to have better cycles, and this is going to be so much better for you once you get, you know, once you get rid of this other person. This other person's already gone anyways. But I think it's weird because they really did want you to forgive them, and just, they kind of hung around like everything was going to be fine. I'm sorry this happened, but I'm telling you, somehow or another they stole from you, and they thought everything that they, I don't know what is up with that. They thought that everything was going to be okay, like they were allowed to do that. Very weird. Some people are very weird though. Well, it's almost like they thought that they had the authority to do so, and that it was okay with you. Okay. So the angels say just trust. Ask your angels, and don't stop being in boss mode. Don't stop being the emperor that you are, because it's what keeps you nice and strong, and it empowers you when bad things happen. It picks you right up off your feet and puts you right back onto, you know, better cycles. The animal you need to be right now is donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. Don't let this just break you down and just try to destroy you. And be the badger and bring your life into balance. Just try to balance this all out. But I think that's what you're going to do as the emperor. So, you know, that's why the angels are like, don't stop being the emperor, because it's what keeps you balanced. It's what keeps you going strong. Remember who you are. Don't let other people try to take your authority away from you. As a human being, that is, right? So just let it go. Let it go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it, because that's, you know, the patience is, yeah, because I can go and have infinite abundance. You can fix all of this because you have the support system behind you. And I see the support system with this, either this is an earth sign or a fire sign. I see the support system right behind you. Okay. And if this is love, angels say there was codependency in this relationship. I think that that goes to with all of it. I don't think that was just, I don't believe that was just the love relationship. I think they were also codependent within this business. And maybe that's why they thought it was okay to steal from the business, because, you know, they were a part of it, and maybe they did have addictions. Maybe they were addicted to something and they were stealing money for their addictions. I'm not gonna, you know, maybe get out of debt or something, or just they're greedy and they want whatever they want, right? But there was codependency in this scenario no matter what. Okay, it says reconciliation is upside down, so the majority of you are not going to reconcile with this person. You are done. Yeah, with a love relationship, it's unrequited love. Okay, and that's all the cards that I have at this time. Okay, so that was a reading for you, and I will see you guys next time, and peace and love to each and every one of you, and good luck on this scenario. Okay, bye-bye, friends.